after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation.
GHKLAL on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. Friday, September 24th. We're getting ready to close out the week. I hope you're staying safe. You're doing the right thing. You've got vaccinated. Get vaccinated, please. Let us be safe. Coming in to record these programs, we just found out that a close friend, some people who live in her house, one tested positive for the virus. Now she's got to go and do tests and all that stuff, and she's vaccinated. So this thing can really hit close to home. And we've got the Delta now and other variants. Let's be careful, all right? Be responsible. Do it for me. Do it for your family. All right. Consumer concerns. Corruption could be eliminated with committed will. That was from last Sunday's paper. Corruption could be eliminated with committed will. There's a lot of things I agree with in this column, and there are a couple of things that I don't. So let's talk about both the positives and the not so positive. Corruption could be eliminated. Eliminated, that's a broad, vast word. Given human nature, I have my doubts about elimination. Certainly reduced extensively, minimized tremendously. Eliminated, then we'll all be living in a sinless state, no temptation. And even I have to confess to that. Or maybe I have to confess to it more than most. All right, there are many dimensions of corruption. That's what the Consumer Concern page said. Traffic, money laundering, traffic in person. Corruption has been often defined as misuse of public power and assets for private gain. Yes, 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 that's the big picture. Day to day, as the article said, you have to pay a bribe for a birth certificate, for this driver's license or whatever. And we all hear the stories and the whispers. And so that's part of the corruption matrix. And we live with it. And it's widespread. And the article said that we live with it nationally and internationally. Nationally, let's talk about that. I know about it. It's there. I agree with that. And it says also, the enormity of the ailment is so all-pervasive that the efforts of private persons and NGOs to deal with it are eventually overwhelmed. That is truth too. That is accurate. I can tell you, for the 3 years I spent at a state agency, let's be specific, at the Gold Board, I mean, it was one pushback after another. It was one pushback after another, and every time I had to draw lines. Every time lines had to be drawn. I have no idea what's going on there now, but the president did promise that he will dismantle onerous rules and regulations, and based on the behavior of some of the beneficiaries, it would appear that he has made good on that promise. And you know what? This is what breeds corruption. When freedom is given to not deliver documents, when people are given the power to do as they want to. So, yes, I know about that. Weaker people have bowed and bent. I think I am pleased to say that I held my own there. But it is not going away. As a matter of fact, I think under this government it has gotten stronger, and quickly, too quickly, with much more ahead of us. Why is the president so lacking in transparency? Why is we spoke about that on Monday, why last week we heard that the government is dragging its feet on the EITI, Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, I think that is it. Why is it dragging its feet on renewing membership, identifying people, whatever it has to do? That's how we oversee extractive industries, our natural resources. That's how we are in place to see what's going on so that we can get the maximum benefits and that we, this country, the citizens of Guyana, can reap the rewards that are due to us. Not a small clique. Not when the international people are looking, if they still care, to say, hey, what's going on over there? We're going to have to deal with you folks harshly. So those things I agree with, the Consumer Corner page. But there's one thing that I found a little bit problematic for me. The Guyana Consumers Association are convinced that many of the instances of corruption which occur in the public service, ministerial level, are the result of ignorance of the financial regulations and general orders. I disagree with that, and I disagree with that strongly. We know what is right from wrong. You and I know what is good from bad at a basic level. We don't need to go to law school. You don't need university training for that. We know what smells. We know what stinks. We know what the things that we should not be doing. We don't even need to go to church for that. So, yes, there's always need for more seminars and training and conferences and workshops and all of that. But at the end of the day, it comes deep down. What am I made of? What's the training I've gotten in my house from my village? How is it that I've trained myself to conduct myself in my own business and when I represent other people's business, the state's business? So to say that people are ignorant, I beg to differ with the consumer concerns, Guyana Consumers Association. I think it knew better, and I think that's a cop-out. And that's all I will say for now. If we all do the right thing, we'll all be better for it. We'll make a tremendous headway into dealing with corruption. Do have a good weekend. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM. This is the National Outlook.